What else could be true? Welcome back, friends. This is your place for cutting edge tools, exercises, best practices, and modern leadership strategies. Because when the world is changing, it's time to bring our leadership styles along for the ride. Whether you're a company leader, a corporate visionary, an entrepreneur, this show gives you new insights into the neuroscience and the language of leadership, plus practical steps and tips to lead your teams in a powerful way. It'll also help you keep your people happy and engaged, all while achieving your biggest goals. I'm your host, Jen Thornton. I'm a talent strategist, a brain-based executive coach, speaker, and the founder of 304 Coaching. Now let's fix leadership. Do you have an idea or a topic we should discuss here together on Let's Fix Leadership? Send your ideas and your questions directly to me at hello@letsfixleadership.com. Recently, we talked about fear and leveling up, living our lives as if we're playing a video game. And if you missed that episode, I highly recommend checking it out. I want to continue our conversation about fear and how else fear plays tricks on us. Well, here's how it plays a tricks on us. It's really a big, mean old liar. And yes, our brains do love to lie to us. Our brains remember things and process information by understanding the story. And when you don't have all the facts about a story, your brain is kind enough to fill in those holes with lies. And because we are fear-based animals, we fill those holes in with fear thoughts. Have you ever made an assumption about a situation, acted in a way that you aren't proud of, and then found out what you thought was true is actually pretty far away from the truth? Yeah, we've all done it, and we probably had to apologize for it too. But here's what that same behavior can look like in our career. Our supervisors canceled our last two touch bases and didn't give a reason. Since we don't know the reason, we start to fill in that missing information with bad thoughts, fear thoughts. Our boss doesn't appreciate us because they're too busy. They must be mad at us for something we did. Maybe I'm going to get fired, or maybe I'm going to get laid off. When we start to think these thoughts, we start to respond to those thoughts as if they are true. We might become paranoid and ask everyone around us if they think we're going to get fired. We might spend time going through past emails to figure out if we did something that would upset our leader. We might act out negatively to get attention. Using our energy on these negative behaviors versus spending this energy on positive behaviors is not going to help the situation. Oh, but then we find out that our supervisor's been working on a new top secret project and is at the point they can bring us in on it. Oh, and they want us to lead a portion of it. What? Now that's another story. And as usual, the truth is better than the lie we told ourselves. Let's take a quick break from the conversation. Does your company need to prepare those upcoming leaders to take the reins? To learn more about our leadership academies and our coaching, and to see if your company is a good fit for our transformation programs, visit 304coaching.com. How might we have acted over the last few weeks if we had known the truth? I bet our actions would have been a lot different and more beneficial to us and everyone around us. So when we don't know the truth, stop and ask yourself, what else could be true? If you don't know the truth and you're going to lie to yourself, at the very least, be the hero of this story. Tell yourself that you're fantastic, amazing, awesome, and that the reason you haven't talked to your supervisor in the last 2 weeks is because you are all of those things. You will be much happier. Your chemicals in your brain will provide you with energy, ideas, and emotional regulation, and your actions will benefit your career, not detract from it. Here's a statement someone recently shared with me. This is a story I'm telling myself. I love this statement. This person is a C-suite executive. The group of executives she works within uses this statement before jumping to conclusions. If they get a feeling they might have a disagreement or might have misunderstood a situation, they start with, this is the story I'm telling myself. Now, that allows the other person to confirm the story or provide the correct information. Geez, wouldn't we all love to work for an ELT team that was so mature that they could start difficult conversations with, this is the story I'm telling myself. Well, here's the good news. You can be that type of leader for yourself. Next time your imagination starts to go wild and you tell yourself all types of negative thoughts, stop and ask yourself, what else could be true? Fill in those blanks with thoughts that serve you so you are the person you want to be. Fear is just a chemical reaction, and you get to choose how you respond to it. Next time you sit down to have a conversation with someone and you have a story in your mind that you're not quite sure about, start the conversation with, "This is the story I'm telling myself." And then take it one step further. Give your team the permission to start conversations with you that same way. Give them the permission to say to you, "This is a story I'm telling myself." And if you want to get real crazy, give your peers the same permission. Start the trend of always asking, what else could be true? And this is the story I'm telling myself within your circle of influence. Because when a team is focused on managing their own story and being comfortable enough to share that story, that team is fixing leadership. Thanks for listening to Let's Fix Leadership. By hanging out with me today, you're already on your path. If you're looking to learn more and to see if your company is a good fit for our coaching and leadership education, then hey, visit 304coaching.com. If you got value out of this podcast, share it with a friend. And it would mean the world to me if you would leave a thoughtful review and a rating on iTunes. Thanks again for listening, and I appreciate your work in fixing leadership.